This man woke up at 4 a.m. every single day. His training? Pulling a car with his bare hands. He trained relentlessly from sunrise to sunset. At night, he'd lift dumbbells 1,000 times. He pushed himself this hard for one reason: to face the world's strongest arm wrestling champion. The champion had a signature move. A brick was placed on the table in every match. Anyone who lost to him would have their wrist broken against it. When the champion learned who his next challenger was, he secretly started using performance-enhancing drugs. But our hero's grueling daily training paid off. He could now pull a car with a single hand. The day of the tournament arrived. In the first match, he was defeated. But the referee called a foul on the champion for breaking the rules. The match was restarted. This time, he unleashed his power and won. But the strain was immense, and pain shot through his arm. His next opponent was a formidable athlete from Japan. He knew he couldn't hold anything back. He went all out from the very beginning and secured a swift victory. After the match, he treated his injured arm. His manager pleaded with him, "You have to stop, it's too risky." But he refused to quit. This was his last chance for a comeback. In the semifinals, he faced a former champion. The match began, and they were perfectly matched in strength. The force was so great that the strap binding their hands together snapped. Before the next round, he heard his niece and nephew cheering for him from the crowd. Their voices gave him a new surge of strength. But his opponent was incredibly powerful. They were locked in a stalemate for what felt like an eternity. Then, for a split second, the champion's form wavered. He saw his opening and launched a massive counterattack. All those hours of pulling cars paid off. He won. And so, it came down to the final match, against the reigning world champion. As he walked onto the stage, his niece and nephew held up his very first gold medal, a reminder of his dream. White smoke filled the stage as the two finalists came face to face. As is tradition, they were meant to shake hands, but the champion refused, a sign of disrespect. The match began. Our hero gave it his all, but the champion played dirty. He exploited a loophole in the rules to intentionally injure his thumb. In the next round, the champion gained the upper hand. He tried to fight back, but exhaustion was setting in. His strength was fading. Just then, his sister arrived in the stadium. He was completely spent, with nothing left in the tank. But then he saw his family, praying for him with all their hearts. He realized he wasn't fighting alone. They were all with him in spirit. He put everything on the line. The champion was stunned by this sudden burst of power. He gritted his teeth, pushed through the pain, and let out a final mighty roar. Against all odds, he won.